What's up, everybody? Alex here from Heavy New York. Once again, we are outside Webster Hall for the Summer Slaughter Festival 2017, and we got this year's headliner, Trevor from Black Dahlia Murder. Thanks for being here.
Hiya! Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. I know that you have a lot going on. You're performing Nocturnal in its entirety, and and you have a new record coming out. How's everything been so far?
It's been exciting, man. I've been waiting for this tour. Been waiting to get a little bit of info about the new record out finally, and of course it's awesome to be playing Nocturnal and have so much excitement for that album. It's definitely the fan favorite. You know, it's pretty easy to see for us that is the most requested material of ours, so it's been really cool to give the fans what they want. I can see a lot of excitement out there, and so far so good, man.
Yeah, this has been like the era I notice of bands performing albums in its entirety, like Max Cavalera doing it with Roots, Fear Factory doing it with
Demanufacture. Tons of it's happening, and I don't really want to fall in that loop, you know, especially yet, as I feel like we have so much more great new music to worry about. You know what I mean? I don't want to become a legacy band, you know, that just depends on their back catalog. But I don't know, man. It was just, you know, getting the offer from Summer Slaughter at the very, very tail end of Abysmal, you know, and we were thinking, like, what can we do that's cool and special? And Nocturnal was the answer. But, you know, people are already asking for other albums and stuff, and this is where it's going to end for sure. But
awesome. Now, with each record that you put out, because you have quite a bit of albums, do you like to make is this going to be kind of like a follow-up to Abysmal, and you want to sort of continue that, or do you want to shock the fans and do something different?
I definitely think of it as its own entity. You know, I think especially bringing in a new guitar player too into the fold for this album has given it its own identity in a big way. So, but I mean, I think as far as us evolving, you know, it is kind of headed down that path that Abysmal led us down. You know, more various songs, more variety throughout the album. More attention to the small details, I think, is what we've been kind of learning in our age, you know. I feel like we have the gist of the Black Dahlia formula down, but it's always exciting to try new things within, you know, what we're capable of doing. And it seems like every record we push the technicality and the player elements of things, you know, are always on the up with the band, so.
Exactly. Now, you guys are definitely one of the heavier bands out there, but with that being said, you have toured with a variety of different bands. Like, I know you've toured with Death Clock and All That Remains and Machine Head. You're on tour with bands like Oceano and The Faceless and stuff like that. Depending on, the type of tour package you're on, do you see a different, sort of reaction in the crowd or get, a different size of mosh pit?
Oh, it can vary a little bit. You know, this event is a good mix of, of deathcore kids, hardcore kids, and metalheads kind of coming out because there's a good variety. But you know, we're one of those line straddling bands. I think, you know, people have I have a hard time putting a genre tag on the band. There's always, you know, a constant fight on the internet wherever we show up about what genre we are, you know. And at first I used to be kind of bent about that. We'd be like, well, it's death metal. You know, but honestly, I think being called so many different genres and being so many different things to different people has made, you know, you can fill the room up with those people, which is one thing that rules, you know, and I don't think it's been to our detriment. You know, I think that we can play all different kinds of tours and kind of fit in, and so.
Yeah, like that Mayhem Fest you did with Behemoth. And
yeah, that was killer too, man.
Yeah.
You know, these festivals, they've been really good for us. You know, we've kind of picked and choose the right ones, I think, and that year at Mayhem was a super killer lineup. And, you know, it's just good to get you in front of new people. I think it's a great way to get you in front of new people, exactly. Especially at outdoor fests.
Of course. Now, or this indoor fest with a lot of air conditioning.
Yeah, you know, that's my preferred method.
But, now, you've been to New York City quite a bit. Like I said, I know you were here during that tour with Death Clock and Machine Head. You did a headlining show in, the end of 2015 or something like last year.
Yeah, we've definitely been through a lot.
Yeah, so when you come to New York City, how are you, because we get, a different answer for it every time. How do you like playing in New York City?
I really like it. I feel like it's a definite bar for the measurement of your worth. You know what I mean? It kind of feels like the championship, you know, like you're going to the big show. There's going to be lots of labels, lots of magazine types, and it's kind of like in playing in LA is kind of that way too. You know what I mean? You always want to kill it in New York and LA, so there is some pressure. But having the bus parked right next to the venue for once is like a miracle here.
Yeah,
So
that's what I've always wondered how
I'm definitely loving that, because the dread was, okay, you wake up at 9 to sound check because there's so many fucking bands. You gotta, we start early here on this thing. So the bad news would have been, okay, now you're up at 9 until you play at 10 p.m. Here you are stuck in the back room or stuck walking around the venue. You know what I mean?
So.
To endure summer slaughter. And, our merch guy hears me saying this and laughs because, he's there the entire day getting brutalized.
Oh, that poor guy.
Yeah, I feel for him.
Yeah.
I feel for John.
Yeah.
Big John.
Exactly. I'll buy him a shot later tonight.
Yeah, he'd like that.
Yeah. So, before we go, first of all, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this.
Oh, dude, no worries, man. It was fun.
Yeah. New record is coming out, Nightbringer.
Yes.
And what else?
Nightbringer's October 6th. The very first song we're going to put out is the song we've been playing, Nightbringers, the title track. That should be out by the 22nd, I believe, with some kind of a video in tow. That'll be the first of 3 tracks that we release for the album. And we have a tour for the album that starts the day it drops, October 6th. And we'll be around the States again with some really cool bands. I'm not sure if I have the liberty to say yet, but it'll be released very soon. And I'm really excited about that lineup too. So
awesome.
Good things in the future. Yes, of course. So we'll be back here. We'll be everywhere. And the lineup is really sick. So I'm looking forward to releasing that. And this is just the beginning, man. New album means tons of new tours, new merch, new videos, new everything. So it's like a rebirth in a way.
Exactly.
There's lots to go
Just
on.
Endless cycle, right?
That's right. But this is always the fun part of the cycle, though. The beginning.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, I want to truly thank you so much
Hey,
for
thanks.
your time. Everybody, Alex from Heavy New York and Alto Music. Be sure to check out Black Dahlia Murder at the Summer Slaughter Festival 2017 if you haven't already. And be sure to pick up their new record, Nightbringer, coming October 6, 2017. And we will see you next time.